Welcome back into the Let's Look Brad channel, you guys. I'm glad you guys are here to join me on this crazy day because, yeah, I get to search through a ton of buffalo nickels. And I've actually been posting it on comments and chatting with folks trying to get buffalo nickels to look through. And, yeah, this is a pretty big bag. So got probably 600-700 buffalo nickels probably in here to search, which is fantastic because yet again, it's always nice to get more information, learn the varieties, and see exactly what the coins look like, you know, for the varieties and stuff like that. So huge on this. There's a lot of varieties in these buffalo nickels, and as well a lot of additional buffalo nickels that I need for my album. Yet again, this is the Coin Shop's coins, so I'm going to be going through writing up a list of the coins, that the nickels that I find in here that I may need for my binder, so which is nice. But anyhow, so we're going to jump into this. It is going to be a lot of nickels to look through. It's a lot of mixed dates. I'm seeing 20s, I'm seeing teens, I'm seeing the 30s in there. So as always, going to be looking for that three-legged buffalo nickel, which is, you know, far-fetched, but yet again, we could probably find it. D over D's in there. It's going to be two feathers. It's going to be DDOs, DDRs, a lot to look through in these. So let me get started, bring you guys in for our first find. I'm going to bring you in every so often just to show you a few finds that we've got so far. So we got 3 of them up here. And yet again, I'm just pulling them out. I pulled the ones out that are probably worth a few dollars for sure. That's a 23. You can see the 2 there and the 3 there. So a 1923, but this is a 1923S. It's worth a few more dollars there. You get up there in that G4, G6 state, it's worth about $6 to $8. 1916 there. So 1916, decent condition as well. But a 1916... and like I say, I pulled it out pretty early date on there. So 1913s are your first years coming in for the Buffaloes. And then a pretty fairly nice, actually 1937. Got a little bit of hair, quite a bit of the hairline there. It's actually, you can see eyelids and stuff of the Indian chief there. See his braids, see the date pretty well. Flipping on over here to the reverse, United States of America is pretty pronounced. Like I say, no gouging. You see the fields in the background. Looks like it's not smoothed out like originally when it was, pressed and set for dye. But it looks good. Got a little bit of the horn there, a little bit of the back of the fur. So that's pretty decent 37. I'm just holding these off to the side. Like I say, those that are worth a few dollars on top of there, plus look decent. I'm going to hold off. Hopefully we find a variety. All right, I'm going to show you guys the process that I'm doing. There is a lot of varieties, a lot of additional errors in these coins. Bigger ones you're going to be looking for is definitely going to be that 37D with the 3 legs. But you can also look for, and it doesn't have it in the binder, but it's going to be a 36D with a 3.5 leg. That's a huge variety, something you're definitely going to be looking for. 1913s, you definitely want to hold off on the type 1, type 2s. But I'm going to bring them up under the scope. I'm going to check basically the bridge and the nose, the Liberty. I come down here to the mouth, chin area, because you can have doubling there. Walk on over here to the date, and I'll basically shift the coin up and down to make sure I don't see any doubling on there. Look, make sure that 3rd feather's there, because if it's not there, then you can have a 2 feather variety. I'll flip it on over. I'll check the United States of America around. Now, a lot of doubling on the DDRs for these are right here in the pluribus area also. So you can have the E and the pluribus. So make sure I check for that. I'll scroll down here to see if I have a mint mark that's going to be under here. Either a D or an S, Denver or San Francisco mint. Check for doubling on the cents. Pull up here and make sure, because you can have the half leg. As you see, there's a leg there, there's another leg here. But what you're looking for is right here for the 3 leg. Basically right where the joint of the buffalo's leg is going to be at. This is going to be missing from here up to this joint portion here. So this is going to be completely missing, which is going to give you a 3-leg buffalo. Make sure you're looking for the 37s, the 37 Denver on there for the 3-leg buffalo. But halfway down here, you won't basically see the hoof around where the ankle portion, more or less, I guess you would say, but you won't see the hoof and everything right here if it's a 3.5 leg for a 36D. So then I come up here and see if there's any portion of the horn left on there, and then also the fur on the back side of the buffalo as well. So a lot to look for in here. We'll go through a few of them while I'm sitting here. So 27 there, didn't see anything. I'll pull the next one up. Look around there. 1929. We got the 3 feather there. Flip her on over. Check the pluribus location. It's at 29 Philly, 5 cents checked. 3 legs are there. Over to the next one. And like I mentioned, I'm not for sure if these have been looked through or not, but I'm definitely going to go through, and for my sake, for my information, for my learning process for these Buffalo nickels, I am head over heels to actually have this full bag to be able to play in. It's a really nice, like I said, to get a hold of them, to be able to look through them and understand these buffaloes a little more. See if we can find some doubling, see if we can find some varieties in there. And like I say, learn off of it. So this is really nice, really cool. So 1927 there. Don't see anything on there. I pull you over here to the reverse. Nothing on that pluribus I'm seeing. So 27. Nothing in the 5 cents location. Let's do a couple more. Put you under here. Another 26 there. Decent condition as well. Still see the date, which is nice. It's nice not having, you know, nickedated ones or coins that are a little horn on there, but coins that are completely flat and buffed off. 37 there, the feather on there. A little scratched up there. But yeah, searching through them, just looking for varieties, looking for some additional errors. Like you see right here, we've still got probably another easily 200, 250 of them or so still stacked up on the table. Actually, I'll show you these real quick. So this one here to me, this is a 1920. It's tough to see. There's a 2 there and a 0 right here. Another 1 that was sitting right over here. I seen it up under the loop when I had it, but it's a 1920 Denver, which is a nice little one there. It's worth quite a few dollars in a low grade as well, but 1920D. Then we pop on over here to a 1918. And now, reason why I held this one off to the side is a 1918 Philadelphia. The reason why I held this one off to the side, because out of our nickels here, we are actually missing that 1918. So this is the only one so far that I see out of the whole package that we need for our binder. And then I pulled this one to a side. Let me see, where is that? So 35, there's the F below there, so you want to make sure you have that. Got the 3rd feather stacked up there. This one here, yeah, I remember what it was. This one here had a nice little, pretty cool little die crack. The crack comes off the edge of the rim, goes through the F, goes through the A, through the M, and actually peeks back over here. I think it's right here, but cuts right through. So it looks like the A is kind of blotched and shifted. The M is too, and the F is also. So just a little oddity I pulled out to the side. Show you guys that you can also find die cracks and so forth, so on Buffalo nickels. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and knock it out in the middle of this video here. So we've got, I think I've talked to you, most of you folks out there, and especially subscribers and stuff. I'm going to do a giveaway. I had a video that I wanted you to go to for the 2023 Philadelphia brand new boxes that I got of Philadelphia 2023 nickels. Trying to look through for some varieties, additional errors, some new stuff. So anyways, I made sure you guys jumped on over there and made a comment, popped a comment in there to be placed in for the winning here. This is a 1 ounce prospector round. These are really cool rounds. Nice little wagon there, 1 troy ounce. So this is going to be the giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and do it in the middle of the video here. And all in all, it's making sure you guys are watching the video. Make sure you're popping in comments for it too, and like associating and talking with you guys. So I put the URL as we had it for that 2023 Philadelphia. It fetched it. We're going to leave off the no duplicates, replies only, anything goes. And then I press continue. And whenever that pops up, it says loading, shows we got 10 comments in there. So 10 comments, and out of that 10, let's pick a winner. And remember, you guys, I'm going to have the information, my email address, if you would, in the description of the video here. So whoever the winner is, make sure you send me your name and then your address, and we'll get it sent to you. But as soon as you get the package, if I get a reply back that your package was delivered, I delete all your information because I don't need it until you win the next giveaway. Let's see, pick a winner. Digging Dave. Got a bunch of 2023 nickel boxes. I checked 5 rolls and gave up. Haha, too much work looking at everyone. So this is really cool. Digging Dave's a really cool guy. But Digging Dave, you got a prospector round coming to you. And as mentioning, if you would just send me your information, I'll send it on over to you. But he's got a fantastic channel as well. So if you haven't seen Digging Dave's channel, look him up there. He's got his email address on there. So really cool. Awesome Digging Dave. Yet again, guy, if you wouldn't mind, send me your information over. I'll get this sent directly out to you. Hey, we found a variety. So as you see, we still got probably a little more than 120 maybe or so on the board. Now these 1930s, let me move you back some. These 1930s have a lot of DDRs on there. And this is a 1930 DDO. Little tougher to see. I've got you scooted in some. But you see the doubling on top of the 3, doubling on the O, doubling on the inside of the 3. So doubling on the inside of the 3, especially right here, some doubling that's on top of the 3 there. Like you see the top there and top of the 0 as well. And what they're calling for reference is whenever you flip this over, come down on the top side of the C and E, there's actually a die crack right here. Really tough to call, really tough to see with the glare and stuff on here, but it's a little bitty die crack. And it actually comes right off the edge of the end, goes right up to the edge of the C here, but pretty scuffed up. Like I say, it's definitely, there it is right there, just a little bit coming through. Comes right down through here and stops right above the end somewhere, as far as I see it. But back you up a little bit, but 1930, they do have this one as Variety Vista for the 003. But yeah, you could definitely tell the top side of the 3, top side of the O, inside of the 3 as well. And then also too, they do have a double eyelid that you can have for a buffalo nickel as well. So that's really interesting to look forward to. So make sure you're looking for that because it stands out it's pretty pronounced whenever you see them. So make sure you're looking for that. But yet again, there is an FS variety for the 1 and 2 DDO on there. This is the 3, which we got a variety all in all. And it's pretty good condition too. 1930s. That's awesome. That's an oldie there. Nice. All right, a few nickels later, looks like we've got ourselves a 1913. No date on there. You can't see it. But whenever you flip it over to the reverse, you see the ground is completely full down here. It's completely full. Basically, it looks like the buffalo would be standing on the mound. And you see that there's only a line and then 5 cents below it. 1913s actually were the first nickel there with the full ground filled in. The 5 cents is actually embedded inside of the ground there. So it's not like this. It's not like a line straight across where it's standing on. It's fully filled. So 1913, but we don't know if it's going to be a Denver mint mark or not. It is completely bald. But that's a 1913 altogether. You know, those are a little tougher to find as well. Pretty flat. But anyhow, that's the find altogether. So we're definitely going to put it off to the side as a find as well. Bring it back in real quick for an example. So this is nice. So as you see right here, this is the one I just showed you a couple minutes ago, was the 1913. And that's going to be the type 1. You can see the bottom side of this one here. 1913. So we got ourselves a type 2 also. So type 1 and a type 2 1913. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, that you see the line and then just 5 cents, but this one has the ground. So anyways, jump over here. We do have a couple of oddities there. Looks like it was a counter strike there with a V on that one and a V on the back on top of the buffalo there. So an S mint mark on the 1928. Just a counter stamp on that one. This one here, what do we got? 1937. Not sure. Let's see. So 1937. Not sure why I pulled this one over. Flip it over here just to see. Oh, this one. Okay. So you see the lips right there. Looks like you got some machine doubling. You can see the nose, bridge of the nose there. Come up here. The 1937 as well. See the 3 in the back. It's got extra loop on it. Extra loop on the 9 there. So looks like some machine doubling on this one. just to set y'all off to the side, show you a little something for example wise. I want to say it had a little doubling going on also on the feathers here as well. So definitely some machine doubling on there, but a little oddity just to set it off the side example. But that's cool. Found the type 2. Finished up that pretty hefty size bag of buffalo nickels. So we got quite a bit on the board here. I'm going to show you basically what we have in the damaged or the oddity ones here in a second. But we had the 1930, that 1930 DDO, the DDO 003 stuff there. We got a few of these right here, which are nice because we got that type 1 and the type 2 1913 in there. Got a 1919S and a couple other nicer ones stacked in there. A decent looking buffalo there. Might need just a little bit of clean on it, but not really going to do anything with a rag. But anyhow, so nicer clean on there would be great. Anyways, so come on down here to the 4 that I actually looking for the binder here, which would be nice to get in. So we got that 27. That's going to be a 27 Denver on it. See the D mint mark down here. Got a 34, and I think this 34 is going to upgrade the 34 I had in the binder, but that's a nice looking 34. A little bit of horn on there. Nice little gloss. Come over here to the 1918. I think this is a minted one also. Nope, 1918 Philly. And then also a 1920, 21? So 1921 Philadelphia there as well. So 4 that I'm going to look at talking to the owner there, see if we can pick up and get in, but showing an example of the nicodate. You see basically that circle right there kind of eat through so you can see the date. It's a 1924. That's what a nicodate one's going to look like. Might be a little white powder look to some that are a little older and been in circulation for a while, but you can see the nice little damage, the die crack coming across the buffalo's neck there from the rim. That's a really cool one. We got a few more. Got the V stamped on there. I think this one is the one is just, it's awkward. It looks like it's actual mint damage kind of the way it is, but never know. It's probably just regular damage from the environment, but it looks like it's kind of the same grain, same coloration, everything through there. So if it was an impact on there, you think it'd be a little bit different grain in there. Same thing in there. You can see it's like everything's the way it's moving across there. So I don't know, interesting, food for thought, but it's going to go back in the bag anyhow. So yeah, all in all, that was a pretty good hunt. I'm glad it was buffalo nickels. I've actually been talking on the channel here quite often about trying to find more buffalo nickels to do album hunts. So crossing fingers, Jason lets me keep doing some more of his inventory and searching through it, and I would gladly be able to help him. So anyhow, I hope you guys liked the video. If y'all would, please hit that thumbs up button and also tap that subscribe button. And as mentioned, just make sure you pay attention and pop some comments in for future giveaways coming up. Thank you guys. Have a great night.